What is up, guys? YodaDaWise here, back at it to bring a breakdown of the Commander Ira. Let's see if she's going to be a game changer or just another con. All right, so first look at Ira. She is like the female version of Hellboy. And if you know what Hellboy is, you'd understand what I'm talking about. And when she reaches S class, she gets a little halo above her head right here to make her this fallen angel, demonic looking thing. But yeah, this is if Hellboy had a sister. That's what she looks like to me. Let's go into her skills. Her first skill, Energy Charge, has a 40% chance to be triggered by walkers before they take action, converting 20% of their own accuracy into attack bonus. Now, the real question here is that accuracy being taken from gears and the research, or is it research only? Or is it only whatever base points that the walkers have in general, which I guess would be research, but still not quite sure where that research or where that accuracy being converted to attack is coming from, or where it's pulling that accuracy from. Second is going to be a matrix firing. Has a 100% chance to be triggered by walkers before they take action. If a normal attack is dodge, this time deal 120% damage at level 40 to enemies in the same row as the target. This attack is guaranteed to hit. The damage is not affected by damage reduction effects. So this is a lot like Mind's Eye from King. The question is she going to be a replacement for King? Now, this works exactly like Mind's Eye, where if you miss, then it deals damage. But the difference between this one and King is you have another cinematic of the troop slot firing again and attacking, to where this one it's like shockwave, to where just the whole row just poofs. Poof. The problem is the accuracy part. You don't want accuracy. And a lot of what I've been running into, which we'll show you in a second, is that even with no accuracy, negative accuracy on her, she's still hitting targets if they don't have any kind of dodge, and which disrupts this whole matrix firing, because that's her whole thing there is matrix firing. Right now, currently, I have Mysterious Wind on her because Wings of Eternity is on King, and I don't want to lose any from him if I don't have to, just because she's not S-class yet. And the last event that we had was the first time you could get a new commander like this in an A token or tile con release. So it's different. I was very fortunate. I only had 5 available, and I got her at least one of them in 5, and then I had some that took 80 to 120 to get her to S class. I did not have that much saved. I never thought I would need to save them. So thank you, 7 Pirates. Let's move on to a replay that shows you how devastating this matrix firing can be. And then I'll show you some videos, replays of mine that show you where it totally ruins her if she has to miss. All right, so this is a simulation between Krell from Dom and Hawkeyes from Dom. As you see, we have a fairly stacked Orochi, and then Krell is using Ira. The problem is I don't know what gear set is being used on this Orochi to know how much damage reduction HP defense is being used, which I'm fairly certain that he has this built correctly. So let's just assume that it's built correctly. On the other side of that too, her skill does ignore damage reduction. So it's more of like how much HP in defense is being used right now. Let's take a gander at this. So she misses, and then poof, the whole row got dismissed, gone. So here we go. So it's kind of matrix firing is kind of a, think of it as a passive skill because it's always going to trigger no matter what. And then boom, boom. Yeah, I don't even think you see it trigger here. Oh no, it does. It does. but she's got to miss. If she doesn't miss, it doesn't do that damage. And then just for clarification, Krell is using the Assault Pants, Ambition, Chest Piece, Dim Light, Rose, and then the special headgear was designed for Plasma, but it does give penetration buffs into it, and I believe it was attack. Well, I'll take a look at that in a moment. There we go. So it gives strength and weakening effect in penetration, even though it's you're not going to get the Plasma exclusive from it, but I believe he was using it more for the aspects of strength and weakening and penetration, because he was going against airship and using tier 11 infantry. It will give it a better or harder hitting in terms of damage because of the infantry beats airship, essentially. And then dim light gives you penetration and attack. And if the current target is in the negative status, deal extra damage of 20%. So I believe that's if you have a negative debuff on them, it's going to do more damage. So he had it really built for SWE and penetration, which is actually a really good combination when it comes to using the T11 in that manner, because most people are using Orochi, Reinhardt, and Black. So that may be the best build even for King, if you're using King, because this is what he uses on King. So some free advice on that.